Good evening all. Welcome all of you to this live lecture. Audio video clear. So today we are discussing the topic permutation combinations and probability. Very important topic. So today we are discussing the topic permutation combinations. So let your friends also know about this lecture. Let more people be part of this initiative. This is an initiative where we are discussing all the theory of all topics for the upcoming exam. Whether it is UPSC exams also it is useful, for CSIR NET exam also it is useful, and other exams also. But as these two exams are in next 10 to 20 days, these two exams are there. All those concepts will be completely covered in the series. This is not discussion of previous year questions. Discussion of previous year questions is already done in the previous playlist. In the comment section, I have tagged the important playlist for different exams. Check it out. You can find the theory and previous year questions and practice questions of all those topics in this YouTube channel. Almost all topics as a paid content itself, or the same quality as a paid content you see in many other platforms. I have provided free playlist in this channel already. I have tagged that links in the comment section. You can check it out and share it among your friends also. For the new people, my name is Christy Varghese. I have trained more than 2 lakh aspirants in the last 10 years for different competitive exams, including UPSC CSAT, CSIR NET, UGC NET, GATE exams, CUET exams, and I'm an international speed maths trainer also. More about me you can see here. These are the books I have written for aptitude section and also for speed maths, and these are the different playlists in this channel. For UPSC there are multiple playlists: quantitative aptitude, reasoning, comprehension, all are completed in the playlist. And previous year questions also, the latest 5-year previous year questions also I have covered in the different playlists. And there is a dedicated Telegram channel for UPSC CSAT. There is a dedicated Telegram channel for CSIR NET GATE exam also. Check the description of the video to find the playlist. And also these are the topics that is covered in the UPSC CSAT playlist. That link is also tagged in the comment section. And if you want our paid initiatives, you can check it out. For CSIR NET, there are complete courses. Complete course means a course where all theory, previous year questions, practice questions, everything is covered in a single course along with free study materials also. More about that, you can contact this number to get more details, or towards the end of the class, I will tell more about it. And for flashcards, if you want to get flashcards as an ebook, that is available here at 99 rupees. But now as the exam is there in 10 to 20 days, for this limited time, we are giving access to everyone to access the flashcards at a nominal price. Nominal price means only the internet handling charges and the taxes associated only we are collecting. We are not charging any other price for that. Let more people use this flashcard. That is why we are using this initiative. After June 27th, this initiative will not be there. Till June 27th, you can buy this 20-day validity ebook. Otherwise, 1-year validity ebooks are available all that time. Okay, and in Amazon also, we will be publishing the printed version of the flashcards very soon. We'll update you. Those of you want the printed version, very soon means it will take at least 1 month. So for the upcoming exam, that is June exam, it won't be useful. But any of your friends who want to check out the printed version, you can ask them to check it out in Amazon and Flipkart. Most probably it will be available in 1 month time. Okay, so let us start today's session. I hope all of you have joined live. If any of your friends, if you want to invite them, please invite them very fast. Let them attend the session live itself. Let more people be part of the session as live itself. But the recording will be available all the time for anyone who want to access it. The recording of the session will be available in this platform. Okay, so permutation combination, this is a chapter, or this is a title itself that many people get afraid of. Main reason, some people haven't learned it in school days. Some people who have learned in school days have rote learned it. That is why it is very complicated. because this permutation combination you're learning in 11th standard or 12th standard. Some of you were not of math, not having math as your subject in 11th or 12th, then definitely that is a little tricky. But still, even if you don't know any base of permutation combination, I will just give you what are the most important things that you should know from this chapter so that you can do questions from this chapter easily. Even if you don't learn all concepts, it is okay. Okay, so permutation combination easily understand करने के लिए कुछ basic things first of all learn करना है. Factorial क्या है? सबको पता है ना what is factorial? All of you are clear what is factorial? N factorial is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into up to 1. For example, 5 factorial. 5 into 5 minus 1, 4. 5 minus 2, 3. 5 minus 3, 2. Till you get 1, you have to continue this. That is factorial. So 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 up to 1. That is 120. Yeah, 0 factorial, it's a convention. 0 factorial is 1. Because from there only you can start it. 1 factorial is 1 into nothing, so 1. 2 factorial is 2 into 1. 2 into 1, 2 itself. Na? 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1. That is 6. 4 factorial is, yeah, when you observe that, you can see that with this 6, if you multiply this 4, you will get 4 factorial. Na? Or we can say, n factorial is n into n minus 1 factorial. 6 factorial, 6 के साथ 5 factorial multiply करना है ना 6 factorial का value मिलने के लिए. Because 5 factorial 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 है 6 factorial के लिए 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 चाहिए ना. That is why. So likewise the first 10 factorials I have listed here. No need to by heart, but if you know till 6 factorial, it can come in handy in some questions at least. Yeah, as much as you know, that is good, but rote learning too many numbers, I don't agree with that. Because that is counterproductive, because you will be more confused if you start to by heart more. The bare minimum things try to by heart. Okay, so factorial क्या है सबको पता है ना? Now, permutation combination formula, I will start with that. NCR is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. The derivation of this is a beautiful derivation. If you know that derivation, this formula, you don't have to by heart. But to convince you that derivation, it will take at least half an hour. So as this is a pre-exam oriented series, I am not taking that much time to derive the formula. I have derived it in one of my previous lectures in this YouTube channel. Permutation combination, I think I have taken almost 10 lectures in different playlists combined. Almost 10 lectures I have provided in this channel itself. So if you want to learn more, can use it. But for the upcoming exam, if you have very limited time, follow what I am telling now. That is enough. Okay, so NCR is n factorial into n minus r factorial into r factorial. That is 10C2 means 10 is on the top, 2 is on the bottom. Na? So do 10 factorial, then 10 minus 2 factorial, then this 2 factorial. N factorial in the numerator, n minus r factorial and r factorial in the denominator. There is a shortcut to find this. Because 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 2 factorial. What is 10 minus 2 factorial? 8 factorial. Na? As you have seen here, n factorial is n into n minus 1 factorial. 8 factorial is 10 factorial is 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. Na? 10 into 9 into 8 factorial. That 8 factorial will cancel. Not only in this case, in all cases, there will be a good amount of cancellation that will be happening. इसलिए सारा स्टेप्स नहीं लिखना है 10C2 है तो 10 into 9 2 numbers लिखिए just write 2 numbers from 10 because 2 is in the bottom and then do 1 into 2 in the bottom. Remaining things will cancel anyway because this 8 factorial and 8 factorial cancels, then 10 into 9 and 2 into 1 only will remain. So on the first place you just have to write this to calculate it super fast. 10 into 9 by 1 into 2 45. All of you clear? So what about 10C3? 10C3. 10C3 is 10 into 9 into 8. Write 3 numbers from 10 because 3 is in the bottom. Then write 3 numbers from 1 because 3 is in the bottom. Then calculate it. That is the answer. That is the answer. 2 and 8 cancels to get 4. 3 and 9 cancels to get 3. 3 into 4, 12 into 10. 120 will be the value. 120. Is it clear all of you? So that is combination. Now permutation is little more easier, but in my opinion this is useless formula. Permutation, for the time's sake, skip it. I'll tell you why skipping permutation is better, because there is a better alternative than the permutation formula. When I'm saying permutation skip it, I'm saying skip the formula permutation. The logic of permutation we are using throughout the chapter. Anyway, formula of permutation is NPR is n factorial by n minus r factorial. In combination, there is an extra r factorial in the denominator. In permutation, that is missing. So 10p2 means 10 factorial by 10 minus 2 factorial. That is 10 factorial by 8 factorial. That is 8 factorial cancels. So 10 into 9, 90 will be the value. Yeah, when you found this was 45 and this was 90. When C is replaced by P, it is getting 2 into 2. It is not always into 2. I will come to that. If you want, you can represent it. If you multiply this by r factorial, you will get NPR. NCR into r factorial is NPR. But that also is not needed if you are following what I am going to tell you now. So the biggest problem many people have in this chapter is where to use permutation, where to use combination. Yeah, please let me know in the chat and in the comment section. Is it a doubt that you are having? If so, after this class, most probably that doubt will be completely cleared and you will be able to know when to use permutation, when to use combination. So the simple trick I can tell you is, if you have confusion where to use permutation, where to use combination, the confusion is when you have two things. Have only one thing, then there will not be any confusion. Yeah, more choice is always less choice. There is a concept like that. We think that when we have more choice, it is better. But more choice is like we are more confused that we cannot make a better choice, or we have very limited choice remaining. The same thing, when you have two things to choose from, that is difficult. If you have only one thing, no confusion. So what I am going to tell you is, forget the formula of permutation. Only understand the idea of permutation, which I am going to teach you now. But combination formula, what I just told you now, how to calculate it, that is needed. Clear? 10C2, 10C3 or 20C2. Tell me the answer super fast. I know that students of different mathematical background are there. That is why please respond in the chat and in the comments. 20C2, can you calculate it please? So that I can be convinced that you are clear about this. 20C2, calculate it super fast. This formula of permutation combination is not only limited to this chapter. This is needed in probability chapter also. This is needed in some questions of geometry also. That is why this is important. Very good. Some of you got 190. So 2 means 20 into 19. 2 numbers writing is enough. And in the bottom, 1 into 2 is enough. 22 and this 2 will cancel. So 19 into 10, 190. Okay. So how to calculate combination? All of you are clear. So let us go further. So as I told, the main problem is when to use combination, when not to use combination. Yeah, that is how I will state it. Whether to use combination or not. Forget permutation. Okay, so combination is when selection is happening without worrying about the order. Order does not matter in combination. I'll tell you what does that mean. For example, look at, I have given almost 8 examples here to give you the distinction between permutation and combination. Similar examples so that you get complete clarity on this. For example, different ways by which 2 letters selected from a set of 3 letters. That is combination case. Let A, B, C are the 3 letters. I'm explaining this. A, B, C. 2 letters you need to select. You can select AB, that is a possibility. You can select AC, that is a possibility. You can select BC, that is a possibility. Are you getting? Now the question is, should I select BA? No, because when you are selecting, it does not matter whether you selected A first, then B, B first, then A. So that ordering does not matter. A, B and BA are different ordering of the same combination. It is same AB itself. It is like so I am saying I like tea and coffee, and I am saying I like coffee and tea also. That is total nonsense, na? Telling that thing twice. Because both mean same. I like tea and coffee means tea and coffee, I didn't grade it like first tea or second coffee. I just told two. These two beverages I like. So their order does not matter. But when I say I like tea more than coffee, I like coffee more than tea, that are two different combinations. Their order matters. Are you getting the point? So in the case of just selecting two letters from ABC, A, B, A, C, B, C, three possibilities are only there. But in the case of different ways by which two letters can be arranged from a set of letters, from a set of three letters ABC. Arranged means AB arrangement, BA arrangement are different. Order matters. Are you getting the point? AC arrangement, CA arrangement are different. BC arrangement, CB arrangement are different. That is when permutation idea should be used. Here I didn't use any formula because three numbers, two things to be selected. That is why it was easy. Manual counting was easy. When numbers increases, manual counting is not easy. That is when we need formula. So did you all understood the basic difference between permutation combination? More examples. Look at these examples. Selection of people, food, clothes, subject, teams, etc. Like I am selecting two people to form a team. For example, in this class there are 50 people watching me live now. So I want to select two people from you randomly. And I am giving you 100 rupees each for those two people. I will Google Pay 100 rupees each for those two people. That means I select, maybe I'll just call out names in the chat randomly. I select Ajimsha and I select Shubhangi, or I select Shubhangi and then Ajimsha, means same na, because both are given 100 rupee itself. Are you getting the point? So their order does not matter. A first then B, B first then A, that does not matter. That is just selection of people, or selection of food, selection of clothes, or selection of any objects. But if I want to select and then arrange them, or the arrangements are different. For example, the same example, the 50 people in this class. I want to select the first person. I want to select two people, but the first person I will give 1 lakh rupee. I will Google Pay 1 lakh rupee. The second person I will Google Pay 100 rupee only. So their order matters, na? Yeah, if I first select Ajimsha and then select Shubhangi, Ajimsha will be more happy because 1 lakh for the first person. But if the other case, Shubhangi will be more happy, na? Are you getting the point, all of you? A, B, B, A are different there. A, B, B, A are different there. That is where permutation, or again when I am saying permutation, I am not telling about the formula. That is called permutation. Selecting that way is called, selecting and rearrangement, that is called permutation. There is a formula of permutation, there is a concept called permutation. I am only telling about the concept permutation, not the formula permutation. I am still saying you don't need that formula for doing questions. Are you all getting this? Otherwise, those of you like cricket, for example, selecting a captain and vice captain from a team of 11 people. Think that from Indian team have selected 11 people for the 11 people playing 11 for the World Cup, or one match in World Cup. But there is a situation that Rohit Sharma or not anyone is given a preference on captain or vice captain. Randomly we will pick captain and vice captain. So there what is happening? First person captain, second person vice captain, or first choosing person is captain, second choosing person is vice captain. So I can call Rohit Sharma as the captain and Kohli as the vice captain if I want, and Kohli as the captain and Rohit Sharma as the vice captain. These two are different possibilities, na? Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma are both two different things. Their order matters. But if I just want to select, say, 11 people from random 15 people in a team, their order does not matter. First, whether it is Rohit Sharma, second Kohli, or first Kohli, then Rohit Sharma, both are part of the team or the group. Their order does not matter. Are you getting the point? What is the meaning of order matters and order does not matter? Those of you watch Super 30 movie, the Hindi movie Super 30, there Hrithik Roshan is asking to a group of students, if there are 30 students in this class, if all of you handshake with each other, how many handshakes are possible? That is a classic example of combination case. Order does not matter. What is the meaning of order does not matter? For example, A, B, C, D, 10 people, not or 6 people, A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F are the 6 people. How many handshakes are possible? Think from the perspective of A. A will handshake with B. So AB is a handshake. Now BA, is it a different handshake? If it is a different handshake, that is called permutation concept. How many permutations are there? That is the meaning of that. But if AB and BA are the same handshake, that is a combination case. Are you getting the point? Yeah, just think, you handshaking your friend. After some time, will your friend come and say, okay, you handshaken me. But what about me handshaking you? Will he or she ask that? No, right? It's a mutual thing. A handshaking B, B handshaking A are a single handshake. There both people have handshaked each other. Are you getting the point? That means that is combination case. Now, what is combination case? What is permutation case? How you connect it with formula? For example, in the handshake question, for a handshake, 2 people should be selected or the hands of 2 people are involved. So, if 6 people are there, 2 people's hands are needed means 6C2 will be the answer. To select R things from N things, NCR ways are there. NCR ways are there. R things can be selected from N things in NCR ways. From 10 people, the number of handshakes is 10C2 because for handshake 2 people are needed at a time because 5 people together will not handshake at a time. At a time 2 people are involved in a handshake. So 2 people should be selected for that. Na? As I told from the chat, I can randomly select 2 people and ask to virtually handshake each other. So if there are 10 people, from 10 people I need 2 people to be selected without worrying about their order. Because A handshaking B, B handshaking A, both are same. Now you may be confused, both are same, so in which all situation both are same, which all situation both are not same. Look at this situation. If the same 10 people, they are exchanging gifts. Exchanging handshakes and exchanging gifts are totally different scenario. Na? Exchanging handshake is free of cost. You just have to give the hand. But in exchanging gift, you have to purchase gift. Na? So think about that. A giving a gift. A and B are random 2 people. A giving a gift to B means A should buy a gift for that. And B giving a gift to A, B should purchase another gift. Na? Yeah, for example, your friend gave you a marriage gift on your marriage or on your birthday. If you are not old enough to get married, just think you're on your birthday. Will you save it till his or her birthday and return the same gift? No, right? It's a different gift. Or in the case of exchanging gifts, it is clearly AB and BA are different. AB and BA are different means order matters. Order matters. Their permutation 10P2 we can say. But as I told from the beginning of this class, this 10P2 formula is useless because that is just complicating an otherwise simple concept. What is that concept? I am coming to that. Fundamental principle of counting. I am connecting things and teaching you. Don't get confused. If you are confused, please watch the recording again. You will get total clarity. In this limited time, I have to teach you a lot of concepts, and before the exam, I want to make you ready for exam. That is why I want to combine all these things so that whatever way the question comes, you should not be confused. So if you know fundamental principle of counting, you can completely forget permutation formula. For permutation concept questions, you can use fundamental principle of counting instead. Fundamental principle of counting is not a new thing. You already know it. For example, look at this flashcard. 3 shirts you have, 4 pants you have. You want to know how many combinations are possible. How many combinations are possible means how many different outfits are possible. So there are two ways in which I can think. One way is I can start from the shirt. The first shirt, I can match it with 4 pants, na? 4 possibility. Shirt 1, pan 1, shirt 1, pan 2, shirt 1, pan 3, shirt 1, pan 4. So 4 possibility. 4 possibility. Second shirt also I have 4 possibility, na? Third shirt also 4 possibility. That means combinations of shirt 1, combinations of shirt 2, combinations of shirt 3. Total outfits will be, I like combinations of shirt 1 also, I like combinations of shirt 2 also, I like combinations of shirt 3 also. So this or this or this is what I want. Or means addition. Or means addition. If one thing can be done in m ways, another thing in n ways, either of the things can be done in m plus n ways. So shirt 1 combinations 4 are there, shirt 2 combinations 4 are there, shirt 3 combinations 4 are there. So total outfits possible are 4 plus 4 plus 4. This is called addition rule of fundamental principle of counting. The same addition rule extended is called multiplication rule, which makes it even more easier. How? At a time, 3 shirts. I can select shirts in 3 ways. Na? I mean multiplication is repetitive addition. Na? That is why addition rule we are extending to form multiplication rule. That way you can understand. So most of the case this multiplication rule itself is enough. If you are still not clear, one more example. For example, here if you see 10 chairs in a row. Likewise 4 rows are there. 10 chairs in each row. 4 rows are there. Total how many chairs are there? Will you count? Like you are practically seeing in a room. एक रूम में आप 4 rows है. So कितना chairs है कैसा count करेगा? Manual counting नहीं चाहिए ना? You can just think that there are the rows can be selected in 4 ways. Columns can be selected in 10 ways. So 4 into 10 ways. There you are indirectly using multiplication rule itself. So this is not a new rule. You have already or you are already using it in your daily life to count number of things. That is a common sense only. Don't consider rule that you are learning for the first time. This is already, you have already using the same thing. Not stated as a rule, but you are using common sense for this. Is it clear all of you? So this fundamental principle of counting, if you are clear about, then permutation formula you can completely forget. Or if you haven't learned it, you don't have to learn it on the first place. So how? Listen carefully. In each of these situations, you can use fundamental principle of counting. For example, first question. Different ways by which 2 letters arranged from a set of 3 letters A, B, C. 2 letters. So the first letter can be selected A or B or C. 3 ways are there to select the first letter. But the letter chosen here cannot be chosen here also, na? Because already you have placed it somewhere. So there are only 2 ways to select the second letter. 3 ways to select the first letter, 2 ways to select second letter. So 3 into 2, 6 ways are there. Do you remember when I showed you this example? I have listed A, B, B, A, A, C, C, A, B, C, C, A, B, C, C, B. These are the 6 ways. But instead of listing it out, you can use fundamental principle of counting instead. What about this gift exchange scenario? In gift exchange scenario also, is it applicable? Yes, in all scenarios this is applicable. This you can do it in different ways. The person who is giving the gift you can select in 10 ways, na? Because first you have to choose who is giving the gift to whom, or who is the person. Like 10 people are there in a room. So the first I should purchase 9 gift. Why? Because 9 remaining people are there. Excluding me, 9 people. So the first person should buy 9 gifts. Similarly, 10 of those people need to buy 9 gifts each to select the people, and 9 ways to select the people who they have to give the gifts or the number of gifts they purchase. So 10 into 9, 90 is the answer. When you are stating this, you don't have to involve this permutation formula. When you involve permutation formula also, you will write 10 factorial divided by 8 factorial. And 10 factorial is 10 into 9 into 8 factorial divided by 8 factorial. You will cancel 8 factorial, and you will reach 10 into 9 itself. Na? If you are already reaching 10 into 9 directly, why complicate things? Are you getting the point? All of you. Different examples like this you can tell. For example, this vice captain scenario. Let the team is of 11 people. So the captain can be selected in 11 ways now, because all the 11 people have chance to be the captain. But the captain cannot be the vice captain also. Captain can be selected only in 10 ways. So captain in 11 ways, vice captain in 10 ways. So captain and vice captain together in 11 into 10, 110 ways. 110 ways. Is it clear? Again, you don't use permutation formula. You just use the fundamental principle of counting idea. All clear? Please respond. So more examples I have given here to give you clear distinction between permutation concept and combination concept. So it is not like when to use permutation formula and combination formula. It is what you have to think is where to use combination formula, where not to use it. Where combination formula is not used, that is where fundamental principle of counting directly you can use. And as a matter of fact, combination formula is also nothing but extension of fundamental principle of counting. But teaching all that will be too much hectic today. You will also get more confused. So exam oriented we will proceed. Okay, so this much is clear. If this much is clear, almost all questions in this chapter is doable. But I will simplify a little bit more. Okay, if you are clear about these concepts, do hit the like button. That will let me know that this was helpful, and that will let YouTube know that this will helpful. And according to YouTube algorithm, the video will reach to more people if you are engaging in this video in the comments or through the like button. Done? Okay, now let us extend it further. So these examples also go through it later. Okay, we can extend this to the anagram idea. Anagram means letter rearrangement or word rearrangement type of questions are called anagram. This also nothing but fundamental principle of counting. So let me tell you one thing simply. The chapter name is permutation combination, but maximum number of questions you can do with just fundamental principle of counting. Combinations in some questions you have to use, but the number of questions from combinations was lesser than fundamental principle of counting related questions. Okay, listen carefully. With this you will understand that better. N objects can be arranged in n places in n factorial. Yeah, the main problem many people have is when they see formula or like generalized terms like this, they get afraid. So what I will say is try to understand with simple example. That's why in the flashcard for each of the concept I have created examples. So what is the meaning of this? I will explain with this. The word and can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. This we already discussed before. Look at this. Different ways 2 letters can be arranged in 3 letters from the letters 3 letters. Now, same way. Here and can be rearranged means 3 letter word itself you need. If you want to list it out, you can say ANT, ATN, NAT, NTA, TAN, TNA. Or if you generalize it, instead of manually counting it by listing it, because that is very time consuming. For 3 letter word it was okay, but 4 letter, 5 letter, 6 letter, 10 letter, how you will do it? Manual counting is impossible in exam hall. So you need fundamental principle of counting. When manual counting is tricky, you use a principle of counting. That's all. That is maths all about. Now, when simple logic is difficult or simple logically thinking is difficult, we extend the logic to form a general idea or general equation. So, if you look at it, the first letter was chosen in 3 ways. Now, either A being the first letter or B, N being the first letter or T being the first letter. So the first letter, the choices of 3 choices, A, N, T. But the first letter that is fixed, that cannot be used for the second letter, A, A, T or N, N, T or T, 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 N. That is not possible. Now, it is rearrangement here. So the letter that is fixed here, whatever be that letter cannot be here. So 1 letter less, 2 letter only possible here. Now the third position, the letter here and here cannot be repeated here. So only one way to fill the third position. Now use fundamental principle of counting. Even if it is 3 set of things also, fundamental principle of counting works. So 3 into 2 into 1, that is what we call 3 factorial. Now, If it is 3 letter, 3 factorial. 4 letter, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 4 factorial. 5 letter, 5 factorial. So generally n letters, n factorial. That is what the first principle is saying. All of you clear? Now, the same question, what if some letters are repeated or identical letters? If some letters are identical, what happens? For example, instead of the word A and T, if it was success, if success, all letters were different, just like A and T is 3 factorial, success is a 7 letter word, so it would have been 7 factorial. If it was a 7 letter word which is all different, But in this, 2 C's are there. Again, there is a logic to understand this, but that is time consuming to explain. So shortcut trick, 2 C's means divide it by 2 factorial. 3 S are there, na? So 3S means divided by 3 factorial. Why we are dividing? To avoid the duplications. When you are writing 7 factorial, that is too many values repeated. 7 factorial is 5040. 5040 ways are there or words are there. That is what you are claiming. 5040 words would have been there when? If all letters were different or non-identical. लेकिन यहाँ पे बहुत सारे वर्ड्स कॉमन होगा, ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा, तो ये देखिए ANT के जगह EYE है तो कितना रीअरेंजमेंट्स पॉसिबल है? EYE है तो EYE. अभी ये Y फर्स्ट पोजीशन में है तो YEE. लिसन केयरफुली, YEE अगेन, क्योंकि ये E and D रीअरेंज करके आई टू राइट ना. इफ यू राइट इट लाइक ANT's rearrangement. Similarly, the third E, if you fix here, third E here, EYE. लेकिन इसमें बहुत सारा डुप्लीकेट्स है ना, सेम वर्ड रिपीट किया है ना. दैट इज नॉट डिफरेंट पॉसिबिलिटीज. YEE repeated, so this is deleted. EYE repeated, so deleted. EEY repeated, so deleted. Means out of the total 6 possibilities or 3 factorial possibility, 2 factorial of them or 1 by 2 factorial of them are original, remaining are duplicates. That is why you have to divide by 2 factorial, so 3 you will get. This is the reason why you are dividing by 2 factorial and 3 factorial. So if you are not very concerned about the reason, at least by heart this logic before exam. By heart means try some examples, you will easily learn it. Try some example, take any random words. If you have doubt about any word, post it in the comments, I will reply you. You can ask me. You can put your name if you want. That how many ways you can rearrange it. You can try it yourself. If you have doubt or if you tried it, mention it in the comments. I will check whether it is right. Okay, so all clear. If A objects are similar, you have to divide by A factorial. Another B's objects are similar, you have to divide by B factorial and so on. Here 2 C's are similar, so divide by 2 factorial. 3 S's are similar, so divide by 3 factorial and so on. So that is another case. All of you clear? Again, this is just an application of fundamental principle of counting, not a different chapter. Fundamental principle of counting का application ही है. So then this also, if you read this, if it is complicated, I will make it simple for you. If the question is asking how many words can be formed from the letters of the word pigeon so that the vowels come together, another situation is created or constraint is created. Pigeon can be rearranged in 6 letters, 6 factorial ways. But 6 factorial is not the answer क्योंकि एक concern है, or sorry, constraint है. What is the constraint? Vowels should come together or vowels should be together. What are the vowels here? E, I, O. They should be together. Together means consider it as a single letter. E, I, O, consider it as a single letter. Single letter means one letter E, I, O, then the letters are P, G, N. In the case of A and T, 3 letters, 3 factorial ways. Na? So IEO single letter hai, PG and 3 more letters. So total 4 letters, 4 factorial ways you can rearrange. But internally IEO को rearrange कर सकता है ना 3 factorial ways. Because for example, if I write IEO PGN, that is a possibility. But IEO can be rearranged IOE, like ANT rearranged here. IEO can be rearranged IOE or EOI or OEI. 3 factorial arrangement like that is there, na? Just like AND had 3 factorial arrangement. So internally IEO can be rearranged in 3 factorial ways. Externally IEO is a single letter because they are together, and PGN 3 more letters, so total 4 factorial ways. The internal arrangement into external arrangement, that is the idea. That is the idea. Is it clear? Now vowels come together, we understood. Vowels not come together means total arrangement 6 factorial minus, because total PGN can be rearranged in 6 factorial ways. Na? From that you subtract vowels coming together case. So that is a basic idea of anagram questions. It is just the extension of fundamental principle of counting. Now, if they want to complicate question, they can also ask, like success had repetition of letter. Instead of PGN, if success was given here, you have to think about that division part also. Then do the same process itself. Due to lack of time, I am giving it as homework. Try it yourself. So, yes, Shubhangi. They may not repetition. Okay, Anil, the simple way to understand is, if repetition there or not, if in most of the cases, if nothing is mentioned, that means repetition is allowed. If repetition is not allowed, it will be mentioned. But in some cases, it is understood that repetition is not allowed. Again, that you can understand only with practical questions. Go through my playlist where I have explained it. Check the comment section. I have tagged the important playlist where previous year questions are also solved. For UPSC, there is a separate playlist. CSIR, there is a separate playlist. For GATE, there is a separate playlist. You can check the corresponding playlist for learning previous year questions on all these concepts. Previous year questions which was asked, you will understand from that. Okay, all of you understood this much? Same way letter rearranged, number can also be rearranged. That one case I have given here. If repetition is allowed, you have to repeat that again. That's all. So that you try yourself, you will understand it. Okay, this much is clear or not? Please respond. Itna clear hai na? Did you got a basic idea when to use permutation, when not to use permutation, or when to use combination or when not to use combination? You have to discuss probability also briefly. Probability, let me tell you, in UPSC exam probability was very rarely asked. But in GATE and CSIR exam, probability was asked. I will give you a basic idea of probability so that in case it is asked also, you should be able to attempt. But the number of questions from that area was very less, especially in UPSC exam. For CSIR exam, I will suggest try to go through my lectures on probability which I have given in this channel. There you will get little more clarity. I will teach you the basic concepts today anyway, because even if it was not asked in UPSC much before, if they want, they can introduce a topic where it was not asked much or a new topic also. So Sayud, yeah, if time allows, I will discuss that also. Okay, so these are some more rules on permutation combination. Go through it, and if you have doubt on any of the rules, please ask. These are actually little more easier rules. Please go through it. Throat is training. I'll just give a sound rest for 1 minute. Please go through the slide, please, all of you. And one more thing, those of you are preparing for this latest exam or the upcoming exam, like to hear from you whether your preparation is going well for this aptitude part. And if you want any more support from my side, do let me know. I know that there are different group of people who are watching me live or recorded now. Many of you are part of my classroom coaching program. Some of you are part of my online coaching program, and some of you are part of my YouTube community. To all of you, I'm asking for the upcoming exam, what extra help you want from my side, do let me know. If it is feasible, definitely I'll try to do that. I try my maximum to be as pro student as possible. Just starting a series which is useful for me, that is not the first priority. I want students to get benefited by each of the initiatives. So please do let me know whether your preparation is in the right track, or if for aptitude part, if you want any more guidance. Because if you're part of my Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, you are always welcome to post your doubts there. I will, I'm not saying instantly I will answer you, but whenever I get time, I will definitely reply you. Okay, so coming back to this, these are some other special cases. Number of selections out of n items. What is the selection? Selecting fruits from 4 fruits. Selecting fruits from 4 fruits means if the question is saying selecting 3 fruits from 4 fruits, that is combination formula 4C3. If it is 2 fruits, that is 4C2. 1 fruit, 4C1. But here it is not mentioned how many fruits are selected. So one way to do that is 4C0, 4C1, 4C2 up to 4Cn. 0 fruit can be selected in 4C0 ways if 4 fruits are there. Like apple, orange, pineapple, grapes. 0 fruits means not selecting any of the fruits. There is only one way to do that. 1 fruit can be selected in 4C1 ways. 4C1 is 4. Apple only, orange only, grapes only, pineapple only. 2 fruits can be selected in 4C2 ways. Because apple and orange, apple and grapes, apple and pineapple, apple and orange and grapes, orange and pineapple, grapes and pineapple. That is 6, 4C or 4C2 possibility. So listing it like this and adding it, that is one way of doing it. But there is a shortcut way. Listen very carefully. The shortcut way is think from the perspective of the fruits. If you think from the perspective of the fruits or the objects to be selected, for the first fruit, say apple, have 2 choices, either to be selected or not to be selected. So 2 choices. Orange, if second fruit is orange, 2 choices for orange also, to selected or to get selected or not get selected. And pineapple also have 2 choices. Grapes also have 2 choices. The fundamental principle of counting again, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, as 4 fruits were there. 2 raised to 4, 16. If 10 fruits, 2 raised to 10. Are you getting the point? So if you do this or this, the answer will be same. Answer will be same. Now, this thing, there is an extension of this number of selections out of n items if at least one item should be chosen. For example, look at this example. Different types of salads which can be formed from 4 vegetables. If the 4 vegetables are carrot, beetroot, onion, and another letter, tomato. Tomato is technically a fruit, but for salad purpose we can consider it as a vegetable. So here also, if you want to give carrot a choice to be part of the salad or not, carrot will have 2 choices, either to be part of the salad or not to be part of the salad. We are doing like we are giving the democracy for vegetables also. So we are asking vegetables, do you want to be part of my salad? So the carrot can say either yes, I like to be part of your salad, or I don't like to be part of your salad. So 2 choices are there for carrot. And beetroot also have 2 choices. Onion also have 2 choices. Tomatoes also have 2 choices. The total 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 choices, 2 raised to 4. But 2 raised to 4 is not the answer. 2 raised to 4 minus 1 is the answer. Why? Giving too much freedom for the vegetables or the democracy for the vegetables to choose, there is a problem. What if all the 4 vegetables tell that I don't want to be part of your salad, or we all don't want to be part of your salad? Then will you get a salad, or is it a salad? Are you getting the point? No, 0 vegetable salad is not a salad at all. Don't say fruit salad. We are telling about vegetable salad. So in that context, definitely that is not a salad. That is why if at least one item should be chosen, then you have to subtract one of the choice. Which is that one choice? All 4 vegetables boycotting your salad, or all being no case. This idea is useful in many questions. For example, in a probability question also, or in a permutation combination chapter itself, if the question is asking 5 times a coin is tossed, How many possibilities are there? First toss, head or tail, 2 choices. Second 2 choice, third 2 choice, fourth 2 choice, fifth 2 choice. So 2 raised to 5. There you don't have to subtract 1 because all being head is also okay. All being tail is also okay. But if the question is asking, if 5 tosses are made, how many choices, how many possibility where at least one head is there? At least one head means 0 tail. Sorry, 0 head case is not possible. So 2 raised to 5 minus 1 you have to do. So if at least one should be chosen, subtract 1. If that constraint is not there, don't subtract 1. That is the idea. That when you read the question, you will understand. For example, in the salad question, you should use your common sense. If no vegetable, no salad, so definitely that should be subtracted. Now, what if the question is saying about identical object? Number of ways R objects are selected out of an identical object. Identical means it all looks the same. Number of ways in which 5 pens are selected out of 8 identical pens. For example, this pen. This is Cello Gripper. Yeah, this is a very nostalgic pen because this was a very popular pen in our childhood. I think all of you are also can relate to the Cello Gripper pen. So that is why I have a packet of Cello Gripper pen, but I'm only able to see one of the pens now. But if same pen like 8 pens are there, identical pens now. So if I am choosing 5 pens, there is no distinction that pen 1, pen 5, pen 7 selected or pen 2, pen 5, all are same. That is why there is only one choice. There is no other choice possible if it is identical objects. Is it clear? Because here it is the constraint is given that you can select only 5 pens. But if that constraint is not there, number of ways in which 0 or more objects are selected out of n identical objects. For example, 0 or more pens can be selected from 8 identical objects. So I have Cello Gripper 8 pens in front of me. I am given the freedom to choose any number of pens. Even if it is identical, I have many choices there. Na? How? I can either select no pen at all. That is a choice I can make. Or 1 pen. That is another choice. 2 pen, 3 pen, 4 pen, up to 8 pen. So 0 to 8. It is not 1 to 8. 0 pen to 8 pen. That is 9 choices. Na? That is n plus 1. All of you are understanding. These are not asked till now, but if they ask it also, that is a major concern many people have now. What if they introduce a new type of question or new, it is not new type, these all are interconnected itself. But these are varieties they can ask actually. Even if it is not seen in a PYQ does not mean they cannot ask it. They can ask. So we have to be ready for that. That is why I am revising these things so that these things when you hear it 1 week or 2 weeks before the exam, there is high chance that you will not forget easily. But don't get stressed about anything if you are not understanding it. If you are understanding it, try to keep it in your brain. That is what I want to tell you. If any of the points you didn't understand, don't stress too much on that. The other things, be optimistic. The other things you already know, focus on that. All clear? Please respond. This much is clear. Now these two are just extra points. Go through it. It was never asked till now, but if they want, they can ask. Circular arrangement case. It will take too much time to explain that point only. That is why. Please go through it. The formula is already given. So that are the basic aspects of permutation combination. This in a gate exam, this was asked, but this, if you want, you can learn it. It's a very good question. If sum of all 4-digit numbers formed by arranging the number of digits. This is connected to number system also. In the last class, in the first lecture in this playlist, I have explained about number system, place value idea. Na? Units, tens, thousand, hundreds, thousands. Connected to that is this logic. So go through it. Those of you want, you can learn that. This is nothing but this combination idea extended itself. This I will explain very fast. Number of ways of selecting 4 people from 8 people, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Such that A and B should always be included. A and B should always be included means don't worry about them. They are already part of the team. So forget about them. Only think about the remaining 6 people. From 6 people, how to select 4 people. Okay, there is take here, it should be 64. Yeah, not 64, 62 itself. You have to select not 4 people, now 2 more people only, because AB is already selected. To complete 4 people, the remaining 2 people only are needed. So from 6 people to select 2 people without worrying about their order, 62 ways are there. Because I told you combination should be used when order does not matter. That is what is generalized here. Again, if you feel this is complicated, look at this example and get convinced. That is enough. All clear? Please respond. So that is permutation combination chapter. This permutation combination, some of the ideas of this chapter is extended in probability chapter. Probability simply means chance of something to happen. Okay, before that, please let me know, did you understand all things of permutation combination? And did this lecture help you in at least to an extent to get the confusions related to permutation and combination cleared? I don't know, by just 1 hour all the confusions are over, but to an extent at least did it help? That I like to hear from all of you in the comment section or in the live chat. Do let me know, because this is a common doubt I'm hearing hearing in most of the classes in permutation combination. Students ask, we understood the concept but we are still confused when to use permutation, when to use combination. That is why I stress that point more. Last line in the second slide. Sonia, in this slide you're asking, or for permutation combination slide? You're asking about this one. Flower garland, as I told, go through it later. That was not asked till now. That is just an extra point. Go through it for the time's sake. The reason, the logic is, in the flower garland situation, clockwise and anti-clockwise are same arrangement. That is why you are dividing by 2. And that is connected to the previous logic. In circular arrangement, n-1 factorial. You are dividing by 2 because in a flower garland idea, clockwise or anti-clockwise, that is not 2 different cases. That is same case. But if people are arranged, clockwise and anti-clockwise are normally different arrangement. Again, that is a too much broader topic. That is why if I start it, we cannot complete probability. So go through it. Basic idea is that maybe again, about all these topics we will plan for future classes, but for the upcoming exam, shorter solutions I am providing now. Okay, because the things I have told you now, from that only questions were asked. But extra information is what I told you to read further. What I told you to read further are not things that was asked till now. But if they want, they can ask. If they want to complicate questions, they can include those aspects. That's all. Okay, coming back to. So this permutation combination idea to an extent will help in probability also. So probability is some common keywords that you may hear is experiment, trial. Experiment, trial means, for example, the definition you can read later. Due to lack of time, I will ask you to read the examples. For example, tossing a coin is a trial. Throwing a dice is a trial. Or picking a card from a set of playing cards is a trial. Event means what is happening, that is called event. Getting a head, getting a number 5 when you roll a dice, those all are events. Sample space means all things that can happen. For example, when you roll a dice for a snake and ladder or ludo game, all the things that can happen is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Sample point means any one of the points. For example, in this 1 2 3 4 5 6, all these are sample points. In a deck of cards, 3 of hearts is a sample point. Outcome means what can happen after the event, after the trial is done. Favorable outcome. When rolling a dice, favorable outcomes are 2, 4, 6. Favorable outcome means what all are favorable for our event. For example, if the question is asking, what is the probability to get an even number? Even number मिलने का chance कितना है? मतलब even number 1 2 3 4 5 6 में कितना even numbers है? 2 4 6. 3 even numbers है ना? So the favorable outcome is 2 4 6 because the formula of probability is based on this. Favorable or required outcome both mean same. Required outcome by total outcome. This is called classical definition of probability. Classical definition of probability. For example, when you roll a dice, what is the number of even numbers? 3 even number out of total 6 numbers. So 3 by 6 or 1 by 2. So that is an example of probability classical definition. And probability value will always be between 0 and 1. 0 and 1 also possible. If the probability of something is 1, that is called a sure event or certain event. For example, when you roll a dice, what is the probability that you will get a number less than 7? All the numbers are less than 7 in a dice. So definitely the probability is 100%. Or in probability terms, we say 1 is the probability because maximum probability is 1. So that is called sure event. Event that will happen for sure. When rolling a dice, getting a number less than 7 is a sure event. Impossible event. If the probability of something is 0, that is called an impossible event. For when you roll a dice, getting a number more than 7 is an impossible event because all the numbers on a standard dice is less than 7. So it is an impossible event. That is why the probability will always be between 0 and 1. It cannot be negative probability. It cannot be more than 1. Yeah, in common man terms, we use this mistake. If someone asks you how much you are sure that you will clear the exam, to make others believe, you will say I am 110% sure. You can be maximum 100% only sure. Rest are all exaggerations or just your excitement is speaking, or you want to make others believe that you will clear the exam for sure. But probability maximum can be 100%. So what is the chance of something to happen? That is called probability. As I told, when I ask you what is the chance that you will pass this exam means, there I am asking what is the probability that that will happen. Probability. So just understand chance and probability are just synonym words in this chapter. So most welcome Mohida. Okay Isha, thank you all of you for the comments. Thank you Shubhangi also. Okay, coming back to, so if the probability of something is half or 50%, that is called equally likely. When you toss a coin, the probability of getting a head is 50%. That is half chance. Tail is also half. If it is less than half, that is called unlikely event. If it is more than half, that is called likely event. And all the events probability added will always be 1. For example, head occurring chance is half, tail occurring half is chance is half. ये दोनों ऐड किया तो 1 मिलेगा ना. तो sample points head and tail है, वो दोनों sample points का probability ऐड किया तो 1 मिलेगा. And in many questions in probability chapter, this complement idea will help you a lot. Complement idea will help you a lot. What is complement idea? For example, if I want to know, if I choose a random person from you, what is the chance that you don't like coffee? You don't like coffee. So instead of finding the probability of the number of people or probability of people who don't like coffee, I can find probability of people who like coffee and subtract it from total probability. That is called complement probability. For example, in this class, if there are 10 people who like coffee, 10 out of 50 people, 10 by 50 is the chance of getting a person who's liking coffee, because required outcome is 10, total outcome 50. From total 1 probability, because for total probability will be 1, we understood here. Subtracting that, you will get complement of that. That is not liking coffee probability. The people who don't like coffee, that is 40 by 50 or 4 by 5. Or if 1 by 5 is the chance of people who like coffee, remaining is 4 by 5. So that is the idea. So that is called complement idea. Many questions that will be very helpful. Binomial theorem, please read it as extra learning. I have explained it in some of my previous classes, but very less questions were asked from that. That is why skip it for the time's sake if you are confused about it. Basically, that much is the basic things of probability, but in questions, there can be many nuances that can confuse you. So go through my probability lectures. Those of you want to go understand probability further. But UPSC aspirants, don't worry too much about this chapter. Based on the trend of UPSC, this chapter, UPSC, I don't know the reason, but they have neglected. Maybe the reason is probability you are starting to learn in 10th class NCERT, I guess. But 11th and 12th, you are learning further of it. That is why they have avoided, because in UPSC syllabus, it is mentioned up to 10th. But UPSC have many times asked permutation combination, which is 11th and 12th maths only. That is why we cannot say probability they will not ask. They can or they may not ask. It is totally the question paper setters freedom. When I am saying not ask, total directly or indirectly 2 questions were asked till now in UPSC. But CSIR NET and GATE aspirants here, please focus on this chapter probability. Almost all exams, minimum 1 questions are there. Question is there from probability chapter. Okay, so all of you understood the concepts we discussed. Almost 9 flashcards we discussed. And in the description of the video, you can find the link to get the flashcards if you want. Again, purchasing flashcard is not mandatory for extra marks or anything. If you want to use it as an ebook, use it. Otherwise, in the class, I am already showing almost all flashcards. These are not like secret study materials or anything. It is totally public material. But these are to be used these are copyrighted material because I have an agreement with the publisher. So publishing the PDF as such is not possible, and none of you please don't do that also. If you have the PDF, somehow pirated PDF, because for my previous books that have happened. Some people take an effort to pirate the whole PDF, whole book also. I don't know what is the benefit they are getting, but pirated content, you can use pirated content if there is no other way you can get that material. I'm not telling about my books, about any material. Some foreign author books, it is very difficult to get that, or it is impossible to get. So sometimes we will get the PDF online, which may or may not be pirated. We don't know about it. But Indian books which is affordable or which is accessible, try to use the original book itself. From an author's perspective, I am telling this, because piracy is something is one reason why printed books are not, authors are not able to publish printed books more, because due to piracy, even selling the minimum copies to get back the investment for the publisher is difficult for many areas. In competitive exams, that is not a big issue, but in many areas, that is an issue actually. Okay, that is not today's topic. Anyway, hope these flashcards are helping you. After exam, do let me know whether it helped. In this comment section itself, you can come and let me know, and let others also know whether if it was a helpful material, whether it helped you to revise things, and whether the series helped you also. Do let me know. Yeah, now also you can tell if you got clarity. Any doubts or anything you want to ask, please let me know. So check out the links in the description there, where you can see other resources. There is a mobile app called Christy's Classes. There, the future study materials more will be through the mobile application. So make sure you downloaded the mobile application if you want to follow my future classes for any exams. Whichever exam, there will be more materials, more test series and all. We are planning to start from through our mobile application Christy's Classes. So if you want to follow my classes in the future, following the mobile app will give you a one-shot solution to get all the updates, all the study materials, and all the things I am publishing. You will get first access. Sayuj may be on another class, because it's actually today's class also I was planning to complete in 45 minutes. Now it's already completed 1 hour. So extending further, because the lectures, if it is extended too much, due to many reasons, it won't be comfortable for students also to follow, especially these short tricks kinds of things. Let us keep it as short as possible. So maybe on another class. Sayuj, I think I have explained it in the GATE playlist, because conditional probability was asked 2-3 times in GATE exams. So in the GATE playlist, probability, I have taken 2 lectures, I guess. There I have found explained it. Again, aspirants, all of you, for different exam preparing aspirants, these exams are very similar, aptitude section. So for extra practice, if you want, you can check out the other playlist also. For example, if you are a UPSC aspirant, you can check out this playlist. After getting an idea of your PYQ, going through other playlists, you will get a clarity, which most of the questions are similar itself. But if few questions are different, you can identify it easily and skip it. But generally, these playlists are like helpful for all of you. And if you want to learn speed maths, follow this playlist, speed maths and Vedic maths. We are planning to add more videos in that playlist also. Okay, so that's it. All of you who attended the session, do share this to maximum people if you felt it was useful. This was the second lecture in this playlist. First lecture was number system. If you have missed it, check out the playlist in this channel. You can find the first video on this playlist. Tomorrow's topic will be percentage, ratio, proportion, probability, profit, loss, discount, interest. All these are connected topics, but all those areas together we will be discussing. First percentage, and that we will extend to ratio, proportion, profit, loss, discount, and interest. That is also scheduled in this channel. You can click on the notify me option so that you don't miss any update of that. And all of you, make sure that you have subscribed the channel and hit the bell icon if you want to get notification from YouTube. Okay, now letting CSIR NET aspirants once again letting you know about the complete course. The complete course for CSIR NET General Aptitude is there in this platform, mobile application Christy's classes. There are 60 videos and free online study materials. The 100 flashcards ebook is already part of it, and 50 topic wise PDF, 50 practice worksheets and test series. You can get access by joining this course, and the course is available at 3 month, 6 month and 12 month subscription. So the content is all the same, just the subscription duration is different. You can subscribe for 1 year, 6 months or 3 months according to your requirement. We are starting a GATE course also from the upcoming month, GATE complete course. The link will be available in the platform in say 3 or 4 days itself. GATE 2025 General Aptitude complete course. In the mobile application you can find it. So those of you are preparing for GATE can join it and let others also know. And flashcards, those of you want, you can purchase it here. And for the upcoming exam flashcards you want for quick revision, you can access this special offer also. Okay, so that's it. And in the previous year questions I have explained all these shortcut methods for those who are preparing for the upcoming exam also. Please be flexible with this method. I always tell the analogy of a good cricket batsman who know to judge the right ball and choose the right ball to play or choose the right ball to skip. Same way you have to choose the right method in exam hall. That is very important. These are the 15 shortcut approaches by which you can do aptitude questions easily. So about the shortcut approaches itself, I have given many videos in this channel. Go through it for extra learning. So all of you are welcome to be part of our YouTube community, Telegram community, WhatsApp community, and also the mobile application. And there is a website called christyvarghese.in. You can subscribe to the blogs in the website where you will get updates of the upcoming classes also. So that's it. Thank you all of you. Take care all of you. Like to hear from all of you in the comment section what you felt about this session, whether the concepts of permutation combination you got a little more clarity. Definitely previous year questions are needed for more clarity. That is already there in the other playlist. So those of you have time can go through that. Those of you have lack of time, go through all the chapters at least once. I am telling you, those people who have exam in 10 days or 20 days, focus on revision rather than learning too many new questions or too many new things. Try to focus on revising all the things you already learned. So the series also, that was the main objective before your exam, to have a quick revision of all the things you know and some easy things that you can learn in lesser time. Those things also. These are the two things or two objectives. So that's it. Thank you all. Take care all of you. Have a good night. See you all in the next class. Tomorrow 8:30 p.m. Invite your friends also to tomorrow's 8:30 p.m. lecture. Let more people be part of the live lecture. And if not, you can share the recording link to them so that they can watch it as recording. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.